It is another Thank God Friday to the start of the weekend. I am Melissa Enoch here at the FMBQ studios in Lagos. At the plenary session of the 2025 World Bank IMF annual meetings, World Bank Group President AJ Banga and IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva addressed delegates. They highlighted global priorities for inclusive growth, resilience, and sustainable development. Let's pay attention.
We are living through one of the most terrifically huge demographic shifts in human history. By 2050, more than 85% of the world's population will live in countries that we call developing today. In just the next 10 to 15 years, 1.2 billion young people will enter the workforce. The estimates we have are they'll be vying for about 400 billion jobs. That's a large gap. The numbers are the numbers. It's the magnitude that we're talking about.
In a press briefing at the World Bank IMF annual meetings, G20 finance ministers have adopted a new 5-year framework to boost growth and development in Africa. They also endorsed the first ever G20 declaration on debt sustainability, signaling stronger action on rising debt and capital costs. Let's now listen.
This framework strives to ensure consistent engagement by the G20 with key impediments to growth and development in Africa for the next 5 years. It complements existing G20 initiatives such as the Compact with Africa. Ministers also signed up to the first ever G20 ministerial declaration on debt sustainability.
In other news, Salam Bank Sudan has reported strong third quarter 2025 results, with net income surging 321.4% to 1.16 billion Sudanese pounds from 275.28 million pounds a year earlier. Basic earnings per share from continuing operations rose to 9.57 pounds from 2.27 pounds in the same period last year. For the 9 months ended September 2025, net income stood at 11.52 billion Sudanese pounds, while earnings per share edged up to 95.01 Sudanese pounds. Finally, on News Now this Friday, Cameroon has appointed Bloomfield Investment Corporation, an Ivorian rating agency, to secure its first sovereign credit rating in local currency XAF. The move aims to boost Cameroon's position as in the regional debt markets and diversify its funding sources. Kelly Moore Kingsley, head of financial operations at the Treasury Directorate, said the local currency rating will help attract regional investors, strengthen economic ties, and provide a clearer assessment of the country's risk profile.
Let's switch into the commodities data deck, beginning with energy prices. Brent crude slipped 0.23% to $60.92 a barrel, while US WTI eased 0.21% to $57.36. Natural gas edged up 0.20% to $2.94, and RBOB gasoline gained 0.66% as of 13:22 GMT. Finally, two metals prices. Gold prices rose 0.30% to $4,317.15 an ounce, while copper declined 0.58% to $4.97 per pound. Platinum tumbled 5.52%, and aluminium slipped 0.35% as of 13:31 GMT.
Thank you very much for those market updates. And that's it for this Friday's edition of Money Moves. From all of us here at the FMDQ studios, we say thank you very much for watching and do have a wonderful weekend.